Alright, here we go for homework. I'm gonna do, let's see, number 1 with you guys. So number 1 says, pears cost 59 cents per pound. How much would 4 pounds of pears cost? So we know that we're gonna get 4 pounds of pears. So we can think about, here's 1 pound of pears, they're 59 cents. Here's another pound, 59, another pound, 59, and another one, 59. So we can think of this as a picture and think that we need to add these all up, but we've learned that instead of adding, we can multiply. Also, let's just write down our key information there. And remember, it's in cents. So we're just going to multiply 59 times 4. 9 times 4, I'm going to just do my little cheat sheet thing. It's 36, which I should know. Alright, and 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 is 23. And remember what I've said with the decimal, because we write money kind of like this. We have our tenths and hundredths placed before, or I guess if you look at it after, the decimal. So remember, we got to have that decimal 2 places over. So we go 1, 2, and there's our decimal. So $2.36 is our answer. So I know sometimes these are tricky when it's a cents and it's just a number, but we remember we have to put this decimal back in because we're dealing with money, and money is written like that. So $2.36 is how much it would cost to buy 4 pounds of, was it oranges or pears? Pears. Alright, next I'm going to do number 3. Oops. So number 3 says, there were 360 books on the floor. Dazia put 1/4 of the books on the table. So let's just find our key information first. They have 360 books. So I'm going to write 360 books. She put 1/4 of the books on the table. So we're going to divide it into 1/4. That's our key information right there. Alright, this says, how many books did Dazia put on the table? So she put 1/4 on the table. Now we could kind of draw this picture. Remember, we put 360 on top and we divide it into fourths, and this would all be 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and this will be similar to what we've been doing with the circles, because if you noticed earlier with those degrees, we have 90, 180, 270, 360. Those are 4 things, right, that 360 is broken up into. So even though I haven't done the math yet and I don't know it off the top of my head, I would guess that this is going to be 90, because that's what we kind of talked about with 360 degrees. So let's see, we're just going to divide 360 by 4. So 4 goes into 36, which we just did up here 9 times. 9 times 4 is 36. Bring down that 0. 4 goes into 0, 0 times. Sorry. So it is 90. So 1/4, of 360 is 90. So 3A is 90. And what are we figuring out? Books. Because we've got to make sure we put that label on there. And B says how many books were still on the floor. So if we drew our little table, this is how many were on the table, and this here is how many were on the floor. So we could add up 90 plus 90 plus 90. We could do 3, because there's 1, 2, 3, times 9, which would do, 3 times 9 is 27. And remember that 0 is going to come join them later, and it's 270 books. So remember the circle, 90, 180, 270, 360, very similar there. So That's cool. So A is 90 books, B is 270 books, 270 books. Alrighty, and just a refresher on number 5, remember we have, because it's asking what mixed number is this, so our big number is one of these big numbers, and our bottom number that goes here is how many there are, including this next one, and then where the arrow is pointing to goes up here on top. So that is how you write your mixed number. Alright, next we're going to do mixed number, let's see, number 6 I believe, or number 10, which one? I think you guys can do number 10, hopefully. You're just telling me the information. So number 6 says 272 students attend one elementary school in the city. So there's a key bit of information. Let's just go ahead and write down 272. 319 students attend another elementary school. So I'm going to write 319. They're at another school. Estimate, which means it's not exact, the total number of students attending those schools by rounding the number of students attending each school to the nearest 100. So this is our hundreds place, and we look at the number to the right to see if it goes up, or I'm going to do this in the middle, if it goes up or down. So if this number is closer, is 5 or higher, it goes up, or if it's 4 or lower, it goes down. So 7 is really close to 10, and it's 5 higher than 5, so it's going to round up to 300. 1 is real close to 0, so this is going to round down to 300. Let's see, so now we're going to estimate the total, so how many all together, and we're going to just add those up. So 300 plus 300, we can just do 3 plus 3 is 6, and add back in those zeros. So how many students, about how many? 600 students is our answer. Alrighty. Well, let's do number 11, which is down here. This says the 8 a.m. temperature was negative 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm just going to draw kind of a thermometer here that's very similar to our number line. So let's see. It got higher. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're just going to put this as negative 5 there. And so that would mean this is negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. This is 0. And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at 8 a.m. it was negative 5 degrees Fahrenheit. By 3 p.m. it had increased or gone up 10 degrees. What was the 3 p.m. temperature? So we're going to count up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and remember that was 5 degrees. So now it is 5 degrees, which hopefully that's Celsius, because 5 degrees Fahrenheit is real chilly. It is Fahrenheit, so wow. Yikes. It's real cold. Alright, but that is how we do that. So we make our number line, and remember we count this 0 and count to 10. Alrighty. Number 12 is next. So this says to describe the number of degrees and the direction of a turn that would move this letter B to an upright position. So right now it's on its back. It's back there. So I'm going to do number 12 over here, and I'll just draw my B here. So there he is. He wants to look like that. So how is he going to get there? He's going to have to get himself up and go that way. So he's going to the right, which means it's clockwise. And he started here, he goes to here. That is 90 degrees. Hopefully this is making sense. Please ask questions, and then I can try and go over it better for you. Hopefully use some visuals if you need it. But that's how we do that. And last one is number 26. So 26 is over here. We have 3a equals 30 plus 30. Alrighty. So first we're going to do 30 plus 30, which we learned over here. We can just add the 3's and then bring those zeros on down after. So 3 plus 3 is 6, and then that 0 can come back down. So 30 plus 30 is 60, and now we know 3 times a equals 60. And what's the opposite? We got to do the opposite of what it says here. Opposite of multiplying is division. So we're going to divide 60 by 3. Now this one, the 3 can go into 6 because 3 times 2 is 6. Gives us 0. Bring down that 0. 3 goes into 0 0 times. So a equals 20 right there. And those are the examples I'm doing with you. Just a kind of heads up. Draw a triangle similar but not congruent to ABC, so something similar to that. I just need you to draw it on your paper right now. So it'll still be on your homework. Did you draw it? But I would like you to draw it now to get some practice on how to do that. And 28 is kind of that circle. Remember we did the circle? So if this is a quarter turn, how many is 3/4? So how many degrees? And remember we went 90, 180, 270, and 360. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So think of it like that for number 28. And number 30, Thade, if you're watching, it's got Nolan Ryan and Steve Carlton. So got your baseball in there. It's pretty cool. Alright. Also, I will have said this in the morning announcement, but happy birthday to Gertaj. Yeah, I will do something in the morning video, which I haven't done yet, but happy birthday, Gertaj.